Hi everyone, this is Carol. Welcome back to Mind, Body and Energy, and today's reading is about your love life in 2026 of all 12 zodiac signs. So Aries, the cards that have popped up for you are Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Star. So my cards are called Tarot of Sexual Magic that I'm gonna use today. It's quite different. It's very sexual, very interesting. Images are there. So let's start with Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles here talks about, it's like you have been craving for a very passionate sort of love. You have been craving for a very romantic love, passionate, romantic. Maybe some of you can be Bridgerton fans as well. Very old school as in not like this 90s, but more like the Victorian era, that sort of a love that you have been wanting, and where though just mein ek jaan feeling. Aries is like, oh, Aries, you are passionate anyway, right? So that sort of energy is coming, that you are like dreaming about it and wanting it, but there's a lack. There's like subconsciously there's this lack mindset going, that am I good enough for that? Will I be able, okay, the energies of people pleasing in a way that will they be happy with me, like we're not questioning if I'll be happy with that sort of person or not, but you're like, will I be okay, will I do enough, do I have enough to even think of providing that sort of love or asking for that sort of love. And you know what, you are, because the next two cards that are there are Ace of Cups and the Star. So Ace of Cups talks about that you're like, as a person, you are overflowing. You want to give that love, you want to share that love. You are the person who will go beyond, very emotional as well. And you deserve that love, just because you exist, you are for that love. Okay. And I also see that whatever you're manifesting, whoever you're manifesting, you're very close to manifest them, because the Star card, the Star card has popped up, and the Star card always comes after the Tower card. So maybe the life has been, especially in the love aspect, very chaotic, or maybe some of you recently had a breakup, or just did a huge move to a different country or a city even, that everything you have to start from the beginning, making social connections and everything, just building back from the ground level. That is also possible if you are like singles. So yeah, like if you are single, so till now this reading specifically was for singles. Okay, some of you would also have confidence issues. You're not able to speak properly in front of the people that you like. That is also possible. So it just comes back to that confidence, comes back to that self-esteem, and especially for you guys, solar plexus chakra and sacral chakra, even root chakra. So the base three chakra should be worked upon. You can search on Google, you can search on YouTube, and you'll find what to do about it. But you're very close. Like, some of you would enter a relationship or a situationship even, or like a first step, or even start dating this year, is what it seems like. For people in relationship, do not think that you're any less. Do not think that if you're not able to provide certain things in a traditional way, it means that there's something wrong. And you are a really sweet, sensitive soul who wants to give so much, and maybe right now you're not able to give what you really want to give to your partner, but it will happen eventually. Till then, do not get disheartened that you cannot do that much in this moment. Your moment will also come where you'll be able to give much more than you want to provide to your partner. Okay, and if you're in a relationship, you can definitely spice things up, do something spontaneously, go on spontaneous dates with your partner to deepen it. Be open-minded, be curious, and talk about each other's fantasies perhaps, and maybe if you can fulfill it, maybe you can try it. That sort of energy is also there. So this year can be, for the people in relationship, filled with adventures and spontaneity and laughter and curiosity, only if you keep your mind open and root yourself in trust with your partner. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you, Aries, this year, your love life. Now let's move on to Taurus. Okay, sorry, the cards were falling. Okay, Taurus, the cards that have popped up for you are the Fool, the Hermit, and Nine of Swords. Okay, so let's start with Nine of Swords, Hermit, and Fool. Okay, so people who are single, okay, let me just first generalize it. So it's more like Nine of Swords, Hermit, and the Fool. Both people who are single and are in a relationship, they're kind of craving their own space, wanting to indulge in their own individuality, do not get bonded. Some of you can be in open relationships, that is also possible, or preferring that or wanting that. Some of you would want to like take a step back and focus on just yourself. Oh, wow, bonus card. The bonus card is Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like Taurus, this year you might be focusing mostly on building yourself and really focusing on your career, because Ace of Pentacles has also popped up. Some of you, there can be a career romance, or you might be like having a crush, but you might not pursue them because you'd feel that you're not ready yet, because Nine of Swords is there, Hermit is there, and Fool is there. It is all talking about you wanting your own space if you're single. If you're in a relationship, then also you're wanting your own space. You're like, okay, I want to explore my individuality a little bit more. Not really in terms of sexual or romantic exploration, but it can be just wanting your own space. You might be feeling a little like, oh, I have to do things, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. Rather, I would want to be in my own space, have my own time to invest in things that I really want to, instead of have to's that I have to do. If it makes sense. Okay, so that sort of energy is there. So I feel like it's okay to have that energy, and maybe put it in your creative passion this year, instead of focusing too much, because it seems like you don't really want to focus that much energy in love. You are more like, okay, maybe for some of you love is very sorted, that you have gotten your space to grow as an individual as well, and you're really enjoying that, and and you're satisfied with it. It's that sort of energy. So this year, in terms of love, you can channel the love into creativity and then share it with the world in a way. So it can be that you channel your love into, because it's not like that you're depleted of love. It's more like you're quite fulfilled. You're like, it's okay. Like it's a want. It's not a need. So there's no desperation energy for you guys. It's more like, yeah, hoga to hoga, nahi hoga to nahi hoga. I'd rather focus on building myself and building my empire, or just enjoying life and building platonic connections. It's like that. Like I said, in relationship, you'd be like, yeah, it's okay, it's quite chill, to be honest, Taurus. Nothing much is coming. Okay, maybe, okay, possible. So people in relationship, there might be long distance involved this year, maybe the partner is traveling or you are traveling, that there are going to be some phases of distance that is also coming. So distance makes the heart go fonder, but do not stick to that, okay? Distance makes the heart go fonder instead of what is the other saying, that what is it called, out of sight out of mind nahi karna hai, more like ki distance make the heart go fonder and you're not overthinking it. With the distance, make sure you're not turning into 9 of swords energy, which is of overthinking it and losing sleep over it. Keep the trust anchored, and yeah, the year is going to fly by. So now let's move on to Geminis. Let's see how your year love going to be this year. So for Geminis, the cards that have popped up are 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and Justice. Okay, so let's start with 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and Justice. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and Justice. You're quite burnt out in love this year, it seems like. 3 of Pentacles, there's possibility that sorry, that you met this person through career, okay, or you're having a crush on someone who's in your workplace. You have taken a lot of responsibilities on your shoulder that you're not able to enjoy the love that you have or the love that can come to your life. You don't have space in your life. That doesn't mean that, you don't have space in your life, doesn't mean that you are very busy with work. It's more like you are creating what is it? You have burdened yourself with so much work that your glass is so full, but not in a right way. You're holding, so because you have acquired so much on your plate, that the right energies cannot come through. So this year, the focus of you, whether in relationship or single, so this was single, if you're in relationship, then you might get you might get snappy and not appreciate your partner as much as you should. Delegate your work this year so that you can enjoy the luxury of love and pleasure in life, whether single or in relationship. And somewhere, the Justice card has popped up. If you're not reciprocating, there will be a situation that is going to be created where you would not be reciprocated as well. Okay? You're wanting to be held like a baby, but you are acting from that, sorry, I'm going to use this word, toxic independent person who's like, I don't need anyone, but in deep down you really want to be cradled like a baby and being held and softly spoken to and been hugged and everything, but you are like, no, I don't need it, I can do it myself. You're going towards that direction. That needs to be balanced, otherwise you're going to burn out. Let love come, okay? You need to let love come and accept it. Accept the love. You're worthy of it, okay? Don't let any situation or any person make you believe otherwise. Do not make yourself feel like that, okay? Geminis, soften. You need to soften. This year, wear loose clothes, wear comfortable clothes, wear like satin clothes, clothes that makes you feel luxurious, clothes that makes you feel flowy and ease, airy. Keep your hair flowy. If you're a guy, wear a shirt that's flowy. You get my point. But do not be uncomfortable. Do not create things that are uncomfortable. Why are you making your life so complicated when it doesn't have to be? So keep things easy, keep things breezy, and accept the love when it comes. Do not question it, okay? Gemini. Now let's move on to Cancerians. Okay. So Cancerians, the cards that have popped up for you are 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. Okay, Cancerians. Cancerians, this year, try not to be very controlling, because so I'm trying to understand the images of these cards. So I see some, okay. There's a difference between putting boundaries and then controlling someone's action or someone's choices to manipulate. I'm using the word sensitively, manipulate it to what your heart desires. So this year, in terms of love, make sure that you give space to the other person. You try not to this is for both. If you're in relationship, straight up it applies. You're not in relationship, do not try to manipulate the situation to make other person fall in love with you. Be transparent, be authentic, put boundaries. No, you're very smart, okay, Cancerians, from what I'm seeing here. You're very smart and you know okay, so it's more like, I know you're very emotional and sensitive. Please take it with ease, okay? Okay, Cancerians. So, since you are very emotional beings, you understand emotions deeply, yours and others as well. That's why you're sensitive, you're very aware, you're empath, intuitive. You see beyond, you read between the lines of how everyone is acting around. You know the shift of energy in the room if it happens, when it happens. Now, because you have that power of that much awareness, you know what reaction you'd get with whatever that you do. So you know how things can be manipulated in a way. So this year, try not to do those things when you know, which is unhealthy way of getting your getting other person's attention. Okay, fill your own cup, understand yourself a little bit more this year, journal a little bit more, and have a reflection going on every day. Especially you guys, you need to, okay? Do the things that you really enjoy so that you don't feel depleted, or do not get obsessed with the feeling of being wanted. Do not get obsessed with the feeling of being needed. If you feel that really needs to be fulfilled, then maybe get a plant or a pet as well. Because the feeling that is coming is longing. You're longing for something. I'm sure everyone would be having different situations and maybe questioning me that you don't know my situation, and it's absolutely fine because this is a general reading. But there is this thing of unfulfilled or ungratefulness in a way. You need to accept a lot, like you feel that you are doing more and things needs to be done for me. It's like that. So here it's like you need to get out of that. Find things that uplifts your worth in a way. Not worth, like confidence. Uplifts the feeling of accomplishment, you know, instead of channeling it by making someone fulfill your need 24/7. I know I'm exaggerating, but can you try? So this is applicable for both in relationship and single people. Have distance, think through, make a vision board. What exactly do you want? What is of priority this year? And how can I first single-handedly fulfill it for myself, and then whoever comes in my circle next in their best capacity can help me out with. So that's what I'm seeing for you Cancerians. Now let's move on to Leos. Oh, interesting. Wow. So interesting. So it's 7 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and 7 of Cups. And guess what month, I mean, the Leo season starts is 7th, so which is July onwards. 7 Swords, 7 Cups. Leo, stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing your relationship with others. Stop comparing. That is so beautifully said. Do not... Delulu is the Salulu, but do not be so in delusion that you start escaping reality and start being ungrateful for what you really have. You have a person in your life who is there to provide you with whatever they have, however they want to, like, they're showing you love, okay? But you're so up in your head. It's like, okay, for some of you, it can be the person is right next to you, but you're looking everywhere around the world. Just need to slow down. I think Leos, this year, you should definitely indulge in slow breathing, mindful meditations, slowing down, looking around, actually looking exercise, seeing exercise, eye exercise, like generally, like genuinely. Instead of complaining, look at that person in the eye, see their battles, see them. It's like someone is really like, somebody is wanting to get your attention, but you're like, no, or you're not even seeing them. You can be single and, you know, people are coming, try to sweep you off your feet, or you can be in relationship, but you are so busy worrying about comparing yourself or what could be, instead of being in the moment with them. So Leos, hold your horses, anchor yourself, look around and be present, because someone really want to cherish you. Someone really want to give all the love that they have to you in their own way, perhaps. But that can be worked through. It can be worked through communication, but let them. Okay, so that was Leo's. Now let's move on to Virgos. So the Virgos, it's Three of Cups, Judgment, and the Sun. Okay, so Virgos, few things to keep in mind. Do not share, if you're in relationship, do not share about your relationship to other people, because gossips can happen, stories can be changed, and you would not enjoy the end result of it. If you have already done it, then there's a possibility that secrets are coming out this year. If you're single also, try not to talk about your personal life, your crushes with a lot of people, because there's possibility that it might get leaked. Okay, there is also this leak thing. With the leak thing, there is this thing that be careful in terms of sending pictures to people. Just be careful. If you're in relationship, there's possibility of childbirth or pregnancy related issue is also possible. But literally what you have to do this year is it's like summer kind of love, because the sun has popped up as well. So if you're in relationship, then having your picnic dates and all the things that you do in summer, adventure sports together, water sports together, that sort of spontaneity, and taking each other on dates as if you are back in college, or maybe you are in college already, seeing things around. It's young love. No matter how old the relationship has been, you have to love each other as if it's a young love, youthful love. And if you're single, I do see a lot of different kind of interactions that are also going to be happening. I don't see a stable relationship coming this year for you, but more like different sort of people interactions, transactions sort of situations happening. I'm also feeling forbidden love. So there's also possibility that if you're single or relationship, maybe forbidden love is more like maybe of different caste or religion or parents that don't approve of. So that sort of energy I'm getting. So forbidden love is also possible this year. Don't let others come and govern you on your relationship this year. That is also one of the more, whether single or in relationship. Single, then it can be that parents come and say that do not go for this religion or that caste or whatever, and maybe you have a crush on someone who is from a different lineage in a way. So that's something to be mindful of. Do not let other people govern you. Alright, this is going to be Librans, your reading. So the cards that I've popped up for you are Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. Okay, so Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. The theme seemed to be, okay, there are two themes. One is that there's a possibility that you might be confused between two people or two things. So it can be, should I focus on my career right now, or should I focus on my love? This can be singles doubt. It can also be people in relationship doubt as well, that maybe that you need to pay attention to your partner more, but the work is also calling. So there's this unbalanced energy because you're confused how to balance things out. There's possibility that you're working long hours and not able to give enough time to your partner. That is also possible. Other theme of the reading is of it's like damsel in distress. So do not wait for someone to come to you in terms of knight in shining armor and save you from all the troubles of your life, because either this is happening with someone or it has happened that okay, now the knight in shining armor is here, but you feel that you escaped all the things that was a problem and this person helped you out, but now the similar situations are forming with this person and now you're wanting to escape this person. So there's a possibility of this situation that you have, brought upon yourself in a way. So here there's some shadow work that needs to be done. What are the similar situations that keeps on repeating? What can I do to heal there? So this year in love will teach you a lot of patience, a lot of sthirta, a lot of anchored energy, energy, and after this year is done, you're going to be like a independent in terms of your emotions, and very patient and stable. So here it seems like right now some of you can also be in a codependent relationship. So when things get really hard, they really want their partner to just make things easier for them, and that approach might not be growth oriented. It might be like a quick solution at that moment, but for long term it's not really helpful. Or basically codependency, for some of you is also there. For singles, what I would recommend this year is focusing on yourself. Okay, this year is not really romantic and passionate and lovey. It's more, it will happen if you not, okay, you have to escape the desperate energy. Desperation is coming in this pile. You need to escape that desperation energy, and that can only happen when you start putting all the work that you're doing to attract someone in your life or keep someone in your life attracted towards you by fulfilling your own needs with something that fulfills your soul, that keeps you busy. Not to ignore anyone. I'm not saying all these there are some reels also that pops up, right, that how to keep him keep loving you and da 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 da, those sort of things that you ignore, or you don't do that triangle eye contact or whatever those things, you know what I mean. Instead of focusing your energy outwards, focus your energy inwards, and that will bring right people and will aid right connections in your life. Okay, Librans? So make sure you don't keep focusing on external beauty in a way. Focus on your strengths, your qualities, your healing your inner system. Now let's move on to Scorpions. The cards that have popped up for you are 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the Strength card. So 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the Strength card. I feel like most of you have manifested the love of your life. Okay. If you have not, there's a good possibility that you will. Okay, now that's the easiest part. Easiest part is manifesting someone in your life. Now is the time to aid that connection. Okay, if you're single, then learn how you can keep fueling that relationship in a way. So now the first half of the year can be of honeymoon period. You are really happy with this person and everything, and then 5 of Cups starts to happen. So here, when the Five of Cups would start happening, there will be like a power dynamic thing where both of you want to receive and nobody is giving. So that needs to be checked upon. Nothing is 50-50 in a relationship. Nothing is 50-50 in energy as well. We as humans have set like money to as an energy exchange, but 50-50 is a little bit difficult to divide it like very rationally. So okay, the word that comes to mind is mirror. So this year a lot of mirroring is happening through your love interest. And now this can be your partner, this can be a crush. So you'll start getting reflection of yours. Whatever you don't dislike, basically you dislike in them, you'll have to sort of go deep into, is it something, why is it that I dislike it so much? When is the first time I got that feeling? So mirroring is a lot. Mirroring as a tool, also some of you might have used it to attract this partner. Mirroring, right? Like if someone sits like someone like sits certain way, then you copy that, and that gives that familiarity, and that then builds up to inner connections. Some of you might have actually used that tool to attract this person as well. So I see a lot of confrontations through love. So it can be that some of you have attracted this person, now that you're living in with this person. So now you have to deal with these situations that can only be learned when you are living that close to someone. Now living in can be a metaphor. You might not be living in, but you're so involved emotionally that you can also see the more underlining emotions and more underlining thought process of the other person, which you might not be aligned with. So a lot of confrontations are also possible. Now this can go either way. This can either make you very annoyed and irritated and frustrated, which is also part of a growth process, by the way, or this can lead to straight up learning experience that you accept, and you're like curious about it. You're like, okay, what's the new thing that I'm going to learn through this other beautiful person that have come into my life and is teaching me things. You don't have to fight or be defensive. You just have to be open and curious and be like, oh, I did not know about it. Let me think about it. Let me see what I feel about it. And let me see in different long term if it's helpful for myself and the relationship together. So there's a lot of confrontations, a lot of reflections, ultimately for you to connect with yourself very deeply. So it's a really beautiful year in love if you keep your mind open to it. Now let's move on to Sagittarius. The card is not picking up. Okay. Sagittarius, the cards that have popped up are Knight of Swords, King of Wands, and what is this? Knight of Cups. Okay, I'm getting this feeling of oh, okay, of a person who really wants to have another person to protect. Okay, this is a very dom dom vibe. You might be a dom who's wanting a submissive sort of partner, whether sexually or romantically, and there's also this feeling of power. you also like to show off your partner. So there's some sort of exhibitionism, sexually or romantically also involved with this person. Now, yeah. Okay. So in love, it seems. Oh, wow. You guys have had a heartbreak where cheating might have been involved, and that led to a lot of frustration that may have led to this thing that when or if I'm going to come in relationship, I will take my time for it. Like, maybe I will come to a relationship. Deep down, you really want to because you enjoyed it when it happened, but you didn't enjoy the hurt that it brought. So now you're like, when and if it's gonna happen, I'm not really going to pray for it. I'm not going to indulge much thought in it that it has to be long term. So there's a possibility of multiple partners right now this year. And it's also like that whilst meeting different sort of people, you are learning about yourself and you're enjoying that. That you are able to learn about yourself by meeting with different people. What you like, what you dislike, who you are, who you're not, who you can explore to be who you are, or you would not go that far. But it's an adventurous year. People who are in relationship would want to like, so there's the control thing again that's coming. Make sure that okay, so there's like a hot and cold effect in relationship that I'm sensing, that okay, sometimes it's like, oh, very sweet, other times it's more like very distant. So there needs to be a balance formed. Do not do this to your partner. If you're doing that, or if your partner is doing that to you, you confront them. There's little frustration energy in Sagittarius in terms of love this year. The only advice I would say is be kind. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Do not show any dreams to someone who you really don't want to pursue. Or if you are already in a relationship, do not show those dreams that doesn't align with you, but right now that other person wants, so you are like, okay, no, I will do it, but you don't really want to do it. You can be honest. You can say that, okay, right now I'm not too sure, so I cannot answer that directly. Give me some time. Can we discuss about it more? Can I research more? And then I'll give you an answer. So Sagittarius, take your time. Do not be frustrated. You guys need to do a lot of health related exercises now. It can, I mean, health related like exercises basically. You can join a gym, join swimming. You need to indulge yourself in adventurous sports perhaps. It's just going to help you a lot of regulating your brain, your nervous system in a way where you have some time and space. Perhaps you get clarity when you are in movement. So it can be traveling as well. If not really traveling, then it can be exercise. Okay, so that's for you, Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorns. How is this year going to be for Capricorns in terms of love? The cards that have popped up are Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and King of Pentacles. Right. So, Four of Pentacles talks about Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and King of Pentacles. You have been wanting to build a life with this partner. You are about stability, you are about loyalty, you are about building foundations, you are about long term. You want your own you want your own world with your partner, which might be not really traditional system, but it can also be traditional system, but you want your own world of yours with the partner. You're very trustworthy, you're very devotional. So obsessed. If you're single, you're obsessed with the person. If you're in relationship, you're obsessed with this person. Obsessed word comes to mind. With the 9 of Wands, however, I have to address this, that make sure that you are not holding on to your past wound that you project in your current connection or current situationship or a current lover or a current crush. Not all people are the same, so this can be different, so do not project anything. I feel like the partner really, if there's a partner, the person is wanting to come and connect, the other person is also interested if you're single, but you're not still being completely vulnerable to them. You're not fully opening up to you think that you have fully opened up to them, but there is a certain layer that other person also recognizes that's still not yet opened up yet. You're still somewhere protecting yourself subconsciously. There's a possibility that you'll be completely immersing yourself in love this year. It's a very romantic year for you, and it's a very passionate and opening different layers of love. I think there are some ishq, mohabbat, and something, some stages of love, right? I don't know what exactly it is. You can search. It's all, you're like touching all those levels of it this year. Okay, Capricorns. Now let's move on to Aquarius. So the cards that have popped up for the Aquarius are King of Wands, King of Swords. No, wait. It's called Knave of Wands. I don't exactly know what is Knave of Wands, and Knave of Swords, and the Devil. All right. Aquarius. So this year, I'm just going to show you. This year, the cards are showing are quite like, okay, I mean, okay, from the imagery and everything, okay, maybe some of you are also going to be dancing, maybe involved in dancing or meeting people through dancing, possible. Or it can be for some that you have met your partner through dancing. So what I'm seeing here is it's a very passionate year, okay? You are indulging in a lot of different things. You're exploring a lot of things together, romantically, sexually, and you want to explore the unknown. You want to do things that other person has never done. You want to do things that you have never done, and you want to create experiences together. It's full of lust as well this year, not gonna lie, because the Devil is also popped up, so that also energy is there, but make sure that it's balanced. It's not that you're losing yourself into it. Extreme of anything is poisonous, so make sure whatever you're indulging in, it's quite good, it's pleasant, it's not extreme of anything. But I feel like it's an equal reciprocation, so both of you are equally involved in it. And if you're single, then I feel like you will be having multiple different connections, and different explorations and yeah, with people. And with singles, I don't see a stability coming this year, but more like having fun, exploring, dating, that sort of scenes coming. But with partners, I feel like you're exploring a lot different things. Some of you might actually be trying for pregnancy, for babies. That is also possible. But it's a beautiful connection throughout the year that I'm seeing. Yeah, that's for Aquarius. Now let's move on to Pisces. The cards that have popped up for Pisces are the Magician, Three of Wands, and Four of Wands. So Magician, Three of Wands, and Four of Wands. Oh, beautiful. So very romantic here, very passionate, very adventurous, enjoying with your partner. It's like you have chosen this person. So whether single, you will choose, maybe there can be different people that you might be confused with, but you will finally choose someone. If you have already gotten married and chosen someone, you are really, really happy with them. So there's, for some, it will go in stages. Like you're manifested and you're enjoying that manifestation. That's the first. Second is you have already manifested, but this year you're fully enjoying it, exploring, and having fun. Okay. If you're single, like I said, you easy manifestation. Like I see it happening. Like shoot your shot, because the Magician has also popped up. Four of Wands is a very beautiful card. It's a dream coming true card. It's 11 card. So very easy to manifest, very easy to do something together as partners as well and manifest together. If someone is wanting to try for babies, that is possible. It's a celebration. It's also possible that you might be upgrading your life. So if you have just met someone, you're coming into a relationship, or if you're already in a relationship, it's going step up. So it can be a proposal, an engagement possible. Some of you are actually getting married. So it's a very beautiful, promising year full of promises. So that's what for you. That's what is coming for you, Pisces. And if it resonated, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.